On the heels of the short video from Ashish Sharma and Peter McCracken, when they talked about their innovative use of a survey to identify customer needs prior to a more in-depth qualification call. Also, I'm sharing my screen, and if you haven't seen it, right, this is the Typeform survey. So you can, if you send this out 24 hours in advance of that discovery meeting, right, the customer can click through here, provide information about, all right, which best describe my goals. I can select all that apply. Okay. And then tools currently using. So not everyone has a Typeform survey subscription. I understand it's a nominal monthly cost. I wanted to give you an option. So after I spoke with Ashish, I created a free Google Form version, and I'll send this link out. And so this is for if you are, not quite sure, if you don't have a Typeform license, you're going to think of it's an interesting idea, but maybe you want to customize it or tailor it to you. This will not work for everyone because I understand some customers, particularly heavily regulated industries like financial services, perhaps public sector, may not embrace or condone the use of Google Docs. But for maybe 9 out of 10 scenarios, this should work or could work just fine. So I'll send you the link. Essentially, just make a copy of the document. Come on, Mr. Google Docs. All right, and so here is the copy, and I'll just give you a quick overview. So as Ashish articulated well, this is all around, you gotta position what's in it for the customer, right? So to make the best and most efficient use of their time, responding to questions so that you can tailor the conversation to their environment, what they care about, et cetera. And so that's, if you don't articulate that, then why should they even take the time to fill this out? So if you can convince them, hey, this is good for me, then asking them, so I've updated some of the language here to apply to the value drivers. The other good thing about making a copy here is that you can feel free to adjust this to your liking, to customize it to your customer segment. If you feel like this is too long, shorten it. If it's an additional question you want to ask, just try out different things, right? I've included an additional section that was not in the Typeform survey that you may want to consider. But once you understand the key drivers, the things that they care about here in terms of what they'd most like to improve, is it increase revenue, decrease cost, reduce, mitigate risk and security. From there, I pulled these from the required capabilities section. Now, your role as a sales rep, of course, dig into this. So even if they fill this out, right, this is a great opportunity for you to ask deeper discovery questions to really bring some of those pain points to life. So when they say these are some of the challenges, I'm sorry, these aren't required capabilities, these are the negative consequences. So ask them, say, all right, well, if they check some of these, well, tell me more about that. Why is that such a pain point? What is the implication to your business of these things happening? If you don't fix it, what is the negative outcome? Who's going to care? How does that affect your ability to compete in the market, et cetera, et cetera? So this, follow that same command and message framework. Think about MEDDPICC of really being able to tell that story. If you don't do a good job of really understanding that pain point, you may get to a point where you lose to that no decision, right? Lose to status quo. So understand really the pain point that the current challenges are causing. And then one of the disadvantages to Google Forms is, unlike that Typeform format, it doesn't have an if-then capability. Like the Typeform, you could say, hey, which one of these do you care about? And then based on how they answer, the follow-up question would be different. So that's not, I couldn't figure out a way to do that here in the free Google Form version. So instead, just listed out 3 questions. Right? If you selected the build products faster, which one of these, choose all that apply, which of these capabilities are most important? And here I did pull from those required capabilities. And then I've also included an other option. So if there isn't something that we've captured, right, for them to be able to type this in. Same thing here with the other 2 value drivers. And then also ask that question about what tools that they're using today, select all that apply, and then last to enter your name. Again, trying to keep it simple, trying to position it of what's in it for them to fill this out, to make not only the respect and use their time efficiently and then that subsequent call, but to help you in your discovery and qualification efforts as well. I hope you find this helpful.